few other ranked teams in action, including number 17 UCF facing Florida A&M. Greg, we'll start with you. This is a UCF program that is 25-1 over the last 2 seasons. Notre Dame transfer quarterback Brandon Wimbush is the starter. Is he going to keep this program rolling?
You have to hope, but in order for this program to look anything like they did over the last 2 seasons, he's got to be great, Brandon Wimbush, because there's one thing that we've learned in watching him play at Notre Dame. There were some really, really high highs, but there were also some really low lows. He's kind of like a roller coaster. He's a very streaky player, but when he gets going, he can create on his own. Now, he's not going to be Mackenzie Milton, who was sensational over the last couple of years. So glad that his recovery is going according to plan. But he can be a steadying force. He's a veteran player that's been thrust into a difficult situation because of injury. And if he resembles that of the good Brandon Wimbush that we saw at times throughout his career in South Bend, then this UCF team can find their way back to the New Year's Six.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in a really good spot. And what I like is the offensive coordinator, Jeff Levy, who's working with him as the quarterback's coach. They've already worked on changing his throwing motion, really worked on the mechanics. Josh Heupel is going to have an offense that's going to put him in great situations. And let's face it, UCF has got some talent at the skill spot. Adrian Killen's one of the fastest guys in college football. They've got outstanding receivers outside. And I think this offense is going to continue to roll. The question I kind of have is UCF defensively. They took a little step back last year, lost some more talent. Can that side of the football hold up? I think offensively, they're going to be fine. Defensively, that's the question I have more so, if they're going to be able to get back to a New Year's Six type game.
Brandon Wimbush in his best year as a starter at Notre Dame was under a 50% passer. It was a borderline triple option offense that they ran, but they ran it to the tune of over 300 yards a game. This team in UCF, between their 2 quarterbacks last year, had 600-yard rushing and a 1,000-yard running back in Greg McCray, who's back this season. Brandon Wimbush is going to rush for over 1,000 yards if they do things right in this offense. And if you get away from the pressure cooker, listen, there's just something different about being the quarterback at Notre Dame and the pressure cooker they were under the last couple of years. We've seen there have been a lot of difficulties for quarterbacks going year to year in Brian Kelly's offense and what it entails in South Bend. I think a fresh start for Brandon, coupled with being one of the most gifted running quarterbacks college football has, is going to make for a great fit.
Well, UCF is certainly a well-oiled machine. They have scored 30 or more points in 26 consecutive games. That is the longest streak in the AP poll ever.